Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm doing a commentary over the Transformers Universe Classics Unicron review, aka the Armada Unicron, because it's just a re-release. So yeah, these are more complicated than the basic reviews, so I figured, hey, might as well do some commentary. And if you guys don't know, the basic reviews are just reviews I put out within an instant. These ones are more elaborate with skits. The reason why I'm talking fast right now is to get to the intro. Now, if you guys don't know, I had the choice between a 30-second intro that would be new or a 10-second intro. A lot of people said go for the 30-second one. I went with the 10-second one because there's a lot that goes into these reviews. And so I figured, okay, instead of taking up so much time in just an intro, which is something that I didn't want to do because a lot of my previous intros took up a lot of time, I figured, okay, might as well go for the 10-second one. Now, in that static shot, when it said "Meanwhile in Canada," I actually had an alternate shot. It was just the same shot previously of Unicron going over Earth, but just super loud and obnoxious, like YouTube poop style. But I didn't go with that. And here's a, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference, because I really started to love that show. That not Orson Welles line, that took me a long time to do because I wanted to get that line right. I thought it was hilarious. That is my least favorite line. Just so conveniently. I don't know why I thought that would be funny, but to me it's not funny anymore. It got sour pretty quick. But I just kept it in because I didn't want to refilm anything. And the picture of Mel Gibson was actually given to me by Larry Arts Production, Larry Hankins, who is also seen later on in this review. Yeah, 200th episode. It's a long time coming, you know. I even remember doing the 100th review and trying to ask people to film something for that. And now we're already at 200. Wow. This little intro thing, editorial, is something new that I want to keep doing in these reviews. Make it a little different than some of the other reviews that I usually do, the basic reviews. Because I want to make Canadia Reviewer a little bit more elaborate. Especially with the new editing program, I figured I might as well, okay, I could do something elaborate. And now that I get swear in this type of series, I figured, oh, this is perfect, you know? And here's Dead End, the ball with a gun. I actually did a lot of research for this review. With the Kranix thing and the bug, knowing the different names, I actually had no idea about that. No, I did know they had different names, but I didn't know exactly how many names they had. And there's the Shockwave cameo. So, there's that. Which actually does remind me, the Shockwave that I have, the Masterpiece one, I know originally I used the Dark of the Moon Shockwave. The reason why I decided to change over was because, well, finally I got that one, I figured might as well use it for something. And two, it's just an updated Shockwave. Yes, my Facebook just made a noise. I had certain spots in this video that I had no idea what type of joke to put in. I kind of feel like in production of Star Wars Episode 3, if you guys don't know, at the final fight, they just write in, "they fight." No writing or anything like that. It's just written, "they fight." And I kind of went that direction. I don't think that's a good direction to do, but I kind of wanted to do an idea of a joke later on. I pretty much I had writer's block at that moment, and I figured, okay, maybe I'll do something later, and that's what happened. I think it went pretty well, but that's something that I shouldn't really do. And that's a pun. That is a pun. Do I have 24 minicons? For the longest time, I didn't really have a lot of minicons in my collection. Now for this scene, I know I just made the whole scene in slow-mo as I'm talking about slowing it down, but that's completely different. The reason why I decided to replace it with that is because, well, to get the slow-mo shot, and because I couldn't get it right. So what happens is, if you push the minicon into the side and push it forward slowly, the missiles will launch one at a time, but I could not get that right. So I just didn't really do that. If you guys are curious why I didn't do a size comparison on Primus in the robot mode for this review, it's because I don't have the feet for Primus, so I figured, okay, that's an unfair size comparison, so I might as well just not. And I figured, okay, might as well just compare him to planet mode. The transformation thing, I wasn't going to keep it in, but I decided, okay, might as well. I was going to do, like, some comment stuff over it, like I did with the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime review. And I just decided, you know what, might as well just keep the sped-up review, or sped-up transformation. Especially when using the different editor now, I can still have the sounds going as I'm transforming it, so. And coming up is actually the first clip we showed off, which was the preview clip. The Boogeyman scene, which seems like a lot of people enjoy that scene, which I'm glad. If you guys didn't know what he was saying later, it was, careful kids, this thing is hiding under your bed and it's going to scare you for its own amusement, or something like that. And yeah, I completely forgot to film a scene of articulation on this review. Which, by the way, a lot of these scenes, a lot of my voice editing is cut together. So, I'm not just talking in one length of a video, not like what I'm doing right now. It would be different cuts that would be added in. But for most of the articulation and what I was talking about, that was all one shot, which impresses me because I can't really do that too well. I can't really sit there and talk too well, which this commentary is probably showing that off, because sometimes I'll go, which I was actually really surprised about how well that came out, because I am also not good at reading. I don't know why, it's just something with me. The purple and orange joke, that was actually one of the earliest jokes that I've written for this review. I actually wrote this review about half a year ago. And, well, I started writing this review half a year ago, but then the other half of the review, I couldn't decide exactly what I was going to do. The Batnips edit, I'm just going to quickly mention, the Batnips edit was going to have more commentary over that, but I just figured, okay, just make it a joke, because I think the commentary went a little too long. What was I saying? Okay, so this review is a long time coming. It was like half a year when I started to write this, or maybe a couple months ago, I can't even remember. And finally I was able to finish writing the review, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to start filming and editing it. But this review has actually been in the works for a long time. Not since the Shadow Command Megatron review, way before then. I've been leading this up since the Leader Class Optimus Prime review. And way before that, I've been thinking on doing the Unicron review. Like, I've been deciding on what to review leading up to the Unicron review, because I wanted to leave 4 spots. 197, episode 197, I should say, would be the Optimus Prime. 198 would be Jetfire. 199 would be the Megatron, and then finally the Unicron, which were 4 of my biggest Transformers growing up. So that's the reason why I decided to go with those reviews leading up to Unicron. So this has been a long time coming, and not even a year, probably a couple years, and I've had writer's block and everything, and I just wanted to make this a good review, and I think I'm getting to the point where there's something here that I want to do, which is kind of like the Jobby the Hob style. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it's kind of like his style. I was watching one of his reviews and I was thinking, yeah, that's actually the style that I'm going for. Not that I'm ripping him off. It's just that I have a style in mind that I want to go for, and that was also the style in mind that I wanted to go for. So, I had this style in mind beforehand. In fact, I started writing my reviews before I started watching his reviews. So if you guys are wondering if this is meant to be a ripoff, no, it's not. It's just while I have watched his review and I do take inspiration from his reviews, I've also had some of these ideas beforehand. It's just, when I watched it, I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. So. Anyways, going back to the Unicron review. Yeah, I think Shockwave, the Masterpiece Shockwave, is probably better to use. I mean, finally I'm using that figure for something. And here's Unicron, the Destroyer. I figured, why not go the cheap route for Unicron and do something totally and completely crappy? And so I decided to do this. And I love how it came out. It's a little puppet thing with a beak, and I just decided, okay, why not? The original voice was going to be a text-to-speech thing, and I just decided to go with this voice to see how it was, and if it wasn't going to be good, I figured, okay, might as well just add the text-to-speech later. But then I decided, you know what, I find this hilarious, so I might as well just keep it in. So yeah, I just wanted to make a crappy version of Unicron out of cardboard, made the beak thing, and then the circle around that, painted that up, and then the horns on the side. I was going to have them just on a string and just bounce them up and down, but I decided, you know what, I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to have a hand puppet thing. And there's the Sex and the City 3 joke. So I figured might as well. Alright, so I want to say before this video wraps up, this joke I really love. Don't know why, it's just how I delivered the line. I really like it. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching all these reviews. 200 is a lot for a Canadia reviewer. Obviously, my channel doesn't have 200 reviews, just 200 episodes of Canadia Reviewer. As well as there's like a 0.5 to one of those episodes, and I believe a two-parter to a couple of them, so technically it's more than 200 episodes, but I'm going to count it as 200 episodes. So I want to thank you guys for watching all of them. I think that's awesome. So yeah, that is pretty much it. 200 is a lot. And if you guys want to check them out, you guys can go ahead. Obviously, the first ones aren't going to be as good. Actually, it's not the first ones. It's more like in the middle of when I'm starting off these reviews is when it kind of goes in a crappy direction, not a lot of jokes and whatnot. But yeah, this is definitely an experiment for what I want to try on reviews, and I think it did pretty well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. But hey, we got one more thing to talk about before we end up this video, this commentary. And that is Larry's cameo. Yes, I decided to write him in because, well, I figured he's been in a lot for this review series. You know, he was in... His character, the American Reviewer, was in, like, the 3rd episode that we did. So I figured, you know what, I gotta get Larry in this somehow, but I had already written the review, and I was like, oh, damn it, I should have wrote Larry into something. So I decided, okay, end credit scene, we'll just add Larry to this, and I think he did pretty good. So yeah, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like and share and whatever you want to do, I don't know. And, I hope you guys enjoyed this version of the videos, the reviews and whatnot. And yes, I did have to block out the name of the beer. And I'll see you guys next time.